This episode has been brought to you by FlowState, the unlimited Webflow development service. Find out more at flowstate.dev. Hello and welcome to another episode of Webflow and Code, where I teach you the underlying code you're writing in Webflow. A few weeks ago, I introduced you to a concept when writing custom code using a combination of VS Code and serving those assets and then consuming those in your Webflow project whilst developing. And I'd always have to change that localhost script tag to the eventual online version, whatever that might be. And I have a system where I push to GitHub, that GitHub deploys to S3, and that's where I'm hosting my static files over a CDN. Thought there must be a better way, and so I dig a little deeper and found a tool that I absolutely love, and it's called Proxyman. So without further ado, let's dive into it. The way I've shown in the past is that if we go into VS Code, I've got my code compiling, and you want to run npx serve, and then you serve that distribution folder. Then you're given a URL. You can go to whatever file that you want to use, copy that, and then paste that into the script tag of the page or the site, no matter, depending on what you need it for. You could accidentally publish this URL without having changed this to wherever it is that you're serving these files from. The website's broken, something goes wrong, right? The other aspect, which is more personal to me, is I can't use Brave. With that, I thought there must be a way. And I've got code running for this website stored on S3. So I have that URL here, and take this. This is the URL that I'm getting my code from, and I can just leave that now. And what I'm going to do then is download Proxyman, and this is a great tool for essentially bypassing that URL, saying whatever goes to that URL to fetch a file, instead of pointing it to that external file, point it to my local file. So I've downloaded Proxyman. I can quit my server essentially. I've still got my code building, so when I change things, well, let's go console log, hello. It's still going to compile into my distribution folder. So I've opened up Proxyman. What you need to do is hard refresh this page, because if you've already visited this page, it's downloaded the JavaScript and it's stored it on your machine. So it's not going to go to that remote server to actually fetch it. So if I do a hard refresh here and go into Proxyman, you can see that you're observing all of the files that it's going to fetch. And you can see that the home page is there and my global file is there. You can also see other apps that are remote accessing things as well, but we're obviously interested in Brave browser, so it'll be just these ones. Just a nice way of filtering out what it is that you want. So this is the one I want. I'll right click on that, tools, map local. Cool. Swamp. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wildcard to say anything after this URL, I'm going to map to a local directory. So if I enable local directory, it's already selected here because I've been using this in the past, and that is pretty much it. And what I tend to do is do a hard refresh on our page. And you can see a little tick there that says that it's been edited, that it's been bypassed, and it's now pointing to well, we've changed what that result is. So as a point, if I open up here and add in console log, hello from local, save that, let it do its thing. And then come back here, refresh the page. Hello from local, so it's bypassed it. So I can do all my changes, make sure everything works, publish it to GitHub, and that will do its thing. Don't need to change any URLs, and it's just a really clean solution. The one thing I have noticed is that for whatever reason, my internet will just stop working. I'll blame the Wi-Fi, but in actual fact, it's Proxyman. I actually have no idea. So I just close Proxyman and then reopen it, and everything works kind of as normal. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I find Proxyman just an invaluable tool to use in my Webflow workflow. Really enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this one, then do give it a like. I've got a new Twitter. It's a little bit more difficult to say, but it's 0x5am5, and there you can find a link to the Webflow and Code community, which you can ask me anything you like on there, or discuss anything to do with Webflow and Code. And subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, happy no coding.